I feel like you guys are using me for dental stuff.
No.
When that happened,
You think that?
you did not answer him.
No.
What you want him to tell?
I got it.
No,
What you want him to tell when
Ansi,
that happened?
I'm going to tell you one
You didn't
thing.
answer him. So
Ansi,
you went to
let's not
somebody
sit
else
on
and,
that.
you
This
know,
is not
okay,
something
do that.
you should consider. You have to consider the whole idea. And see, you may not be able to disclose certain things in your life. This is your life. And I respect that. You may not be able to share certain information with us. That's okay. However, as your father, I'm going to tell you, there are certain actions of yours, you are responsible for it. Whether it's somebody who give you an advice, somebody who influence you, but you are responsible for it. I'm going to tell you, you may not come back to us anymore. That's okay. That's okay. It will hurt, but it's okay. This is your decision. Because if you made a decision for 18 months not to talk to us, that means you don't need us.
There's someone coming in, I think.
Maybe it's the,
Who?
maybe it's the UPS.
UPS. You don't need us, Sansi. Billy. Hi, Billy.
I'm brother here. What's up, bro?
Good on this evening. How you doing?
Hi, how you doing?
Good.
Good. Doing well.
Well, what I said to you is you have demonstrated that you don't need us.
And you know, the thing is, you know,
And
we got certain things I don't think we deserve.
no, he knows that.
But Pops, you say I don't need you. That's not true. I do need you guys tremendously. I do. It's not.
But-
that's not an accurate statement. And
but-
when I said what I said, hold on. When I said what I said, it was for a reason because that's the way I felt at the time, right? And I'm not telling you that my words were correct. I'm just telling you that's how I felt, right? And it's my words, and I take responsibility for it. That's my accountability. That's me, right? And my actions, yeah, it's based on my experience. And I think that it's what I'm feeling at the time. And I know that you raised me to be, hospitable, to be kind, to be gentle, and all those things I still feel that I am. But I also feel that there's one part of me that I have not ever expressed the way I feel sometimes because I hold back what it is that I'm really feeling. And I think that's worked for me for a long time, and it's gotten me very far in life. But at a certain point, if I continue to do that, then I'm going to always sacrifice for myself and not do for myself. There's a selfishness that I need to have for myself too, and I know that you can't be selfish all the time, but you have to say what's on your mind. And for me, there's a level of respect that I have for you guys that I would never say anything. I don't want to say anything to you to upset you. And when I had that last conversation, the last conversation that I had with you, I saw how upset with you I was. It was difficult for me to even drive home from there, right? And because I was still shaken, and I know how upset you were. And I have to hear from Monsignor about how upset you are. And I have to know that I upset you like that. That still hurts me. And the same way that you feel like, hey, listen, you wake up at 3:30 in the morning, I had the same feelings. I had the same thing. When for 18 months, it's not like I said, ooh, hunky-dory, I'm not going to talk to my folks. The same impact that you have when you have people from the club asking about you is the same impact that people ask when they ask about you guys. Abby asked about you. Tanya asked about you. Everybody that I know, because I talk about you guys constantly, right? And I'm so proud of my family and who they are. But I also know that we've had disagreements, and part of those disagreements is like maybe it boils up too far that I didn't talk about it. And then it boiled up and then exploded. And that's what the thoughts I were. Then I sent out a text like that. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, but that's what I felt.
We always talk about things, and you always say, okay, I'm working on it. That's what you always say.
Yeah, I'm working.
We talk about things. Don't say we never talk. We talk about things. But you always said, okay, I'm working on it, I'm working on it. Well, and that gets to be worse.
I'm going to
And
ask
when you
you.
go better, it gets worse.
I'm going to ask you two questions. I understand the expression of your frustration you just explained. You've been kind of compressing it for a long time. But it's not healthy. You have to come out. Let me ask you something, Nancy. I want an honest answer from you. Do you think your father, me, as your father, do you think really I want to divorce you from your
No,
wife?
I don't think you do.
Okay,
And
wait.
yeah,
No,
I
don't say
think-
anything
okay,
yet.
yeah.
You don't think I want you to divorce your wife, right? But you wrote it down.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
Yeah,
That means when you have irritation or when you upset, you do things which have no sense at all. Is
You
that
think
correct?
the worst. You think the worst.
Okay. So no, let me rephrase it for you. That means because if you say you don't think I want you to divorce your wife,
Correct.
okay, and you mean it, you believe I don't want you to divorce your wife. However, yet you wrote it down. Now, when you do something like that at 46 years of